Consciousness is said to be both eternal and infinite as a concession to the twin modes of mind, thought and perception. Thoughts seem to appear in time, perceptions in space. From the perspective of thought and perception, that is, from the perspective of the finite mind, time and space are the containers within which experience takes place. As such, time and space are the two subtlest and most transparent objects. They mimic the form of consciousness in the finite mind by sharing its transparent qualities. In order to manifest a world, the eternal, infinite nature of consciousness must be downgraded to time. In order to manifest a world, the eternal, infinite nature of consciousness must be downgraded to time. In order to manifest a world, the eternal, infinite nature of consciousness must be downgraded to time. In order to manifest, unfolds space within itself. However, at no point does consciousness ever cease being dimensionless. Consciousness. From consciousness's pointless point of view, it is eternal and infinite. It is not possible to think about the now, because thought imposes its own limitations upon everything it conceives. Therefore, when mind thinks of the now, it imagines a fraction of a moment sandwiched between the past and the future. For the same reason, it is not really possible to write coherently about these matters. We can only hope that in thinking and writing about these ideas, a few words may trigger in the mind the memory of its eternity, and that the perfume of this memory will attract it in 127 a new and directionless direction. All experience is believed to take place in space, thus space is considered to be the medium in which mind is located. Here is considered the particular point in space from which the rest of space and its contents are known or viewed. Everything that is not here is considered to be there. But do we ever actually experience the place called there? The experience of there takes place here, just as the experience of the past or future takes place now. It is not possible to leave here and visit there. There is always a concept, never an experience. Space is the distance between the point here and the point there, or between 2 points there. However, only here is experienced. How much distance can there be between that which is experienced and that which is not experienced? See in this way that space itself is a concept and never an experience. Notice that wherever experience is known, it is here. Here is, as such, the place at which experience takes place, but that place is not in space. Here is the place at which I always am. It is the place at which consciousness is. Notice that whenever it is here, it is also now. The here and the now always intersect. In fact, they do not intersect. They are the same point. They are not even a point, but we cannot conceptualize, let alone speak, of something without dimensions, so let us consent to consider the here and now an infinitesimally small point, that is not located in the time or space in which experience takes place. The landscape of which we dream at night does not take up any space in the dreamer's mind, and the lifetime that seems to occur in the dream takes only a moment of waking state time. Likewise, the time and space that seem to exist in the waking state are eternal, infinite consciousness refracted through the prism of thought and perception. In reality, experience does not take place in time and space through the prism of but consciousness has to assume the appearance of time and space. It must collapse into the finite mind in order for there to be experience. The word infinite does not mean extended indefinitely in all directions. Infinite means not finite, that is, with no finite qualities. It means without dimensions, that is, not in space, just as eternal means not in time. The infinite is not an extraordinary, mystical realm to which none of us have access. The infinite is the placeless place, dimensionless consciousness, at which all experience takes place. We are always experiencing it. The infinite refracted through the prism of perception appears as space, just as eternity refracted through the prism of thought appears as time. It is the limitations of our own minds that make eternal, infinite awareness appear as time and space.
All right, that's our show. A little bit about consciousness in the universe and stuff. You'll appreciate a little bit of metaphysics or whatever. I'm not going to be streaming Call of Duty anymore, but I will be uploading select things. I don't know if I'm going to do that tonight because I've got to record off of my NVIDIA GeForce place what do you call it, the recording panel. And I don't know. I don't even know if recording is gonna, if recording affects my frames per second, then I'm not going to even record. So, because I really need. Now I probably will live stream some things and record some things later, but don't expect it. And there's not very many people watch it anyway. Most of my viewers are here for the political rants and Maxine information and metaphysics and philosophy and stuff. So, but most of you here for politics and banter. I understand. It's politics was never my front runner. I was a history student. I know all about history and how politics is the bane of humanity. Really, politics and money. Sex you can't do without sex because you can't reproduce without sex. So, sex isn't really a sin unless you're forcing it on some young child or something like that, or anybody for that matter, really. But that's how animals reproduce, is they force sex on each other, one way or the other. Female spiders do it to males, and usually all males force themselves on the opposite sex to reproduce. So, and they don't know what's going on. Their hormones tell them to do it. It's an instinct. So, I wouldn't consider sex a sin. But we know better, so since we know better, since that apple was handed to Adam or Eve or whatever the fuck happened, they manipulated us genetically so we were thinking creatures instead of animals of instinct, like we probably were before whoever it was got a hold of our genetic sequence. Whether that was Anunnaki, reptilians, or insectoids, or bird people, or whatever the fuck you want to believe, I don't care. Now, like it said there, now is now, and past is no more, and the future hasn't begun yet. So, you're living in now, live in the moment, and manifest. You can manifest. Just remember that. It is possible to manifest. You just got to keep your mind on the prize, your eye on the prize, your mind set. It's all about repetitive encouragement and thinking. Encourage yourself that you deserve and something's coming your way, and you'll get it eventually. It could take years, but if you continually think about something, you'll find that it manifests pretty quick. I find just about anything I want to manifest within a week or two if I keep thinking about it, doing mental magic. Then if I do mental magic rituals, it's even faster. Like, ritualistic magic in your head, doing the rituals out in your head. But, so anyway, guys, I understand some of y'all don't like the philosophy and the politics and the metaphysics, but I mean, not the politics, but the metaphysics and the philosophy. But I got to throw it in there for, if my content's still around when my grandkids are here and I'm not around, I want them to glean some of the philosophy that I do. Entirely, my entire life's work of philosophy reading that I've done, or metaphysics, but most of it's here on my library of videos that I've put up the past 2 years. Most of it. It'll take the rest of my life to put up a lot more than I want, but so anyway, all my theories and hypotheses about things are pretty much, and everything's on Library Odyssey. If you can't find it on YouTube, you're wondering where my COVID videos went to from last year. they're over on Library and Odyssey. When I downloaded them, I had 300 subs, and I got automatically downloaded my YouTube library. There are several videos I've got private that never made it over there. One of them got 3,000 views. I was on the Honduras invasion the other year ago, and but I don't want to re-upload that. I'll get a strike for it. But anyway, y'all have a good night. Me and Matt are going to go play some Warzone, try and level up our guns without playing multiplayer. Just had a video there I linked in the chat about it. What's going on here? So, anyway, you guys have an excellent night, and I'll catch you later. Oh yeah, peace out, motherfuckers. Mr. Mission Control's out of here.